Thank you. My name is R.Joshua Collins. I'm the founder of the Facebook group Homeless Advocates for Christ. And first I would like to read 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 9 through 10. It states, "Do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, neither the fornicators, nor idolaters, such as the Muslims, and those that worship other gods, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals, nor sodomites, nor thieves, nor the greedy, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of God." So I just encourage everyone here within the sound of my voice to give the life to Christ if they haven't already. There's a heaven, there's a hell. Jesus died for you. He's the only way to heaven, God in the flesh. You can have forgiveness and mercy through his name. Now, I'm very concerned regarding the anti-homeless legislation. I'd just like to ask a question. What do Hitler's laws, Jim Crow laws, pro-abortion laws, and Anaheim's anti-homeless legislation all have in common? Each set of these laws makes one segment of the population second-class citizens. And these laws were established by those who are against God and humanity. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at this law. It states that camp paraphernalia includes tarps, sleeping bags, bedrolls, luggage, cooking equipment, and you can get a ticket for that as a homeless person. And it's not limited to that, it says. And it also says maintaining camping paraphernalia, you can also get a ticket. That just means you're sitting by it or you're with it. Now, the law also states that if you leave personal property unattended in a public area, right, that's storage, and they can actually take that property. So if you have to go to the bathroom as a homeless person and your property's there, and this happens all the time, code enforcement can come and swoop it up. So is that godly? Is that kind? What if there was a law that said no one named Tom, Lucille, Chris, Jordan, or James was allowed in public parks? Would you be concerned and upset? Of course you would be. And when you create laws that say no sleeping bags or tarps, etc., are allowed in parks, you're targeting and discriminating against many homeless people in Anaheim. We've told you this many times, and your lack of action shows you don't care. You approve of and legislate this hate and bigotry against the poor. Hitler created such laws. Now, he didn't, of course, enforce them, but he had others do the dirty work. That's exactly what you guys are doing. You're having the cops do it for you. The parallels are striking, okay? So when you criminalize the homeless for simply trying to survive and protect themselves from the elements, it's you who becomes the criminal. God condemns such actions, as do many in society, including the Department of Justice. Ask that you repeal these anti-homeless laws and legislation and legalize sleeping bags and tarps, etc. Now it's getting cold out, right? It's about winter. It's October. It's getting colder at night. Chris Murray, do you hear me? I don't know if you're listening, but what are you going to do about this? Are you going to change anything, or are you just continue in this dark, wicked path? I hope that you repent before it's too late. Thanks for your time.
Council members, thank you, serving. Although there is some dispute. Insanity, repeating the same actions, expecting a different result.
It's awful that what's happening here in Anaheim with the homeless. But please keep the homeless in prayer. Pray for salvation of many souls out here. These guys are hard-headed. What are you going to do? Thanks so much. And if you would like, please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and share these videos. And, you know, they don't say anything. You know, they don't change anything. They continue on in this dark path. It's awful. Just pray God gives us courage and wisdom that we need to make changes. And appreciate it. Hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you as you seek first his kingdom always. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. This is R.Joshua Collins with Homeless Advocates for Christ. And Patsy just got released from jail. She was sleeping in the park, and they didn't give her property back. Not even her phone in Anaheim, city of Anaheim. Anyway, go ahead and tell me what happened last night, Patsy.
Last night, about 11 o'clock, Anaheim PD rolled up and took me and two of my friends to jail and released us this morning. So I tried to call. Somebody told me that they will let you pick up your property on Thursday from 3 to 5, and they didn't do it. And so, like, I got a bad problem with my bladder.
Yeah.
And I have white shorts on, and I'm wet, and I can't stay in a wet diaper.
Yeah.
So I just called Anaheim, and they told me to pick up my stuff Tuesday from 2 to 2:33, and so I need something because I got shorts on, and my zipper broke, my button broke, and they got my phone too.
Yeah.
So I
They kept
need
your
my
blanket,
phone.
right?
And they kept my blanket and everything, and another bag, a yellow bag, and I need it.
So they were just released you with just what, your clothes on your back, basically?
Yes, they did.
They didn't even give you back your shoes.
No, I had to get some shoes from the police department.
Yeah. So this is crazy. This, in other jails, they usually release you with your property, not without your property. Then she has to wait. Today's Thursday. She has to wait till Tuesday to get her phone, her blanket, her rest of her clothes, and there was, what else was in there? There was
Diapers.
medication. Was there any medication there? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my heart.
Heart medication. Wow. So this is in the city of Anaheim. It's supposed to be the city of kindness, they call it. But if you think this is wrong, then go ahead and comment and share this video. But it's ridiculous to me that they would keep people's property when they release them from jail for being in the park after hours ticket. That's all it was. It wasn't like she was doing drugs or whatever. So anyways, yeah, just if you'd like to join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and please pray that we can make a difference here and bring an end to this type of oppression and get people's property back faster for them. This is really ridiculous to me. But anyways, thanks so much. And if you would like, you can also email me at servingjesus99212@yahoo.com. Thanks so much. And also, of course, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, or also, again, you can join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ. Thanks for your support and prayers. God bless you as you seek first God's kingdom always. Bye-bye. Well, looks like code enforcement and all the garbage trucks came out in force here. That's with the homeless today. So they dropped off bread, so this is a major issue. We got to get all the police out here. Good.
Hey, make sure you get this. Can't drink it in the car. Yeah, this is hers. This thing.
Hey, did you ever give Patsy her property back, Hampton? He'll ignore that comment. He took 59-year-old woman's property and never gave it back to her. You ever give Patsy her property back? She called you. On my phone, you never answered. You gave her your card. You gave her your card to call her. You told her to call you.
She was given the opportunity to.
You gave her a card, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you called your phone, and you never answered.
How do you even know?
Because I was here.
No, I spoke with Patsy. Again, you're interjecting yourself in something you don't know.
Why don't you give her property back?
Which is your par for the course.
Why won't you give her her property back?
You are probably the most misinformed human
Why won't you give her
being that
property?
walks around in
She
this
still doesn't have her
world.
property.
It's amazing. It's amazing how.
You're ignoring my
little you
question.
know.
Why won't you give her her property back?
I'm not responsible for her.
You took her
recovering
property.
That's right, I did.
Well, why won't you give it back to her?
All she has to do is go, and then she was given the opportunity to do it.
Why aren't
If
you
she
ashamed of
chooses to
yourself?
sit on a blanket, like she's doing right now,
Yeah.
instead of recovering her property, that's not my concern.
She doesn't have a car. How's she going to recover her property?
Go buy her a car,
Okay,
RJ.
well, okay.
I don't have the
well,
money to buy cars.
Neither do we. Go buy her a car.
Well,
Do
by
You have
the
cars.
means.
You have a car.
By the means.
Yeah, I work for my car.
Well,
do something to help
why
her.
don't you? What are you
Why do
doing?
you care?
Taking her stuff? That
I
helping
give
her?
people resources we got her off the streets. We put her in a
She's on the street right now.
Again,
She
he's
left.
coming from a place of
$500 a
ignorance.
month. It was $500 a month.
left.
It's $500 a month to stay there. It's $500 a month to stay there. She can't afford that.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Grandma's household, $500 a month. That's not free. Yeah, where is she at?
She went to go to the doctor.
I hope they don't take it again.
They left a note for them.
You're not gonna take Patsy's stuff, are you?
Oh, if it's unattended.
She went to the doctor's.
There's between you and me. I want these people to stay on
I don't want them to stay on the street. I love to have. I like to.
Nothing to help.
I like to see. Oh,
Nothing.
oh, you're a hypocrite.
No, I'm not.
You're not. What are you doing?
I just want to know who he's helped. He's been hopeless advocate.
Yeah. I got plenty that'll speak for me.
He's not helped one.
There'll be plenty speaking for me over you. Trust me.
I mean, there's a list of people who I've helped.
There's a list of people I've helped too, but you don't see it, obviously. I'm helping right now by filming what you guys are doing. Well, that's the situation here in Anaheim, City of Kindness. Look how much they're spending on these trucks and everything to come out here. Now they're probably going to go over here and take poor Pratsy's property. Hopefully not. Maybe my camera might help to deflate their mission here. I don't know. Yeah, they're getting their stuff up. I'm gonna go videotape it. Yeah, I think they'll be smart since my camera's here. Oh, shoot. Ah, such a pain in the butt. Okay. Let's see what we do here with a 59-year-old woman. Homeless. 59-year-old woman's belongings. Right now, Patsy's at the doctor, so I hope that they don't do the unthinkable, the unconscionable. How do you say that word? But anyways, doing what's right would be to leave it alone, of course. She left them a note, as you can see. They're looking at the note. Look at how these people work. Taking a homeless woman's property, and they know who she is. She's in the park like every day. They didn't give her her property back the last time they took it, and now they're going to do it again. This is shameful. In the City of Kindness. They call this the City of Kindness.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
What's the geo number for this?
All these people. 59-year-old woman, homeless woman's belongings. So they're going to take her bedding.
I know it's Patsy, but you can't leave it here all day. This isn't her home. This is not her front yard.
Why don't you give a 3-hour tag at least?
Mr. Collins, I do not talk to you anymore, and if you get any much closer, we're just going to take you to jail for interfering with me. That'll be the last time I tell you.
Well, there's a city of kindness for you, folks. What a shame.
Posted all over the park. This is not a storage place.
Yep, and this will be posted all over YouTube. Shame on Anaheim. Shame on Anaheim. Shame on Anaheim. PD. If you like, please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ. They just took a 59-year-old woman's been gone 1 hour. They took all her property. Shame on Anaheim PD. Shame.
He's not gonna take your stuff. So. Clear one? Hold on, I got it.
They really don't care. It's a shame. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
Oh, yeah.
This guy don't care. This is Officer Piscopo. He don't care about this at all. He don't care about homeless women. 59-year-old homeless woman. He doesn't even care. He'll take her property and doesn't even care. I'm telling him the truth. I'm exposing the truth right now. It's $500 a month. She told me it's $500 a month. She can't afford it. That's what she said.
Just like you lied to us that day when your friend Sanderson assaulted that Valley Press worker, she's lying to you.
What do you mean I lied to you? Don't lie about, now you're lying about me.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie about me.
Sergeant Toko asked you which way Sanderson went.
I was guessing. I wasn't sure where he went.
Tell your viewers you're a liar.
No, I'll tell you to repent and to repent of your sins.
I have plenty of Bible verses, but he never wants to read them.
Pick on the poor. That's the Bible verse. Where does it say pick on the poor? Yes, sir.
Let's talk.
Okay.
Because here's the deal.
Mhm.
My boss is here.
Yeah.
I'll talk to your mic here.
Mhm.
My boss is here. He's
Yeah.
upset with how close you're standing to us.
Well,
give
they were
us
talking to me. That's why I was talking to
Oh,
them.
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, they were talking to me.
Give us some space.
Yeah, if they weren't conversing with me, I wouldn't have stood up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, folks, please share this video. Join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ. Pray for Patsy. Pray for change, that Anaheim PD will no longer do this to homeless women, elderly, senior homeless women, and others here in Anaheim. Supposedly the city of kindness. Pray for these police. Thank you so much. Pray for me that God would help me to advocate well for them, as well as my friend Lou Noble and others involved. Hope to hear from you soon. May God bless. Bye-bye. Hey, Officer Hampton. Officer Hampton.
Working.
Oh, I lost this guy then. Can I ask you a question real quick? Yeah. What do you need, John? Can I I get Patsy's property and put it in my trailer?
I don't have Patsy's property.
Well, wherever they put it?
I don't know.
One of these trucks has it.
Officer Hampton handled that.
Can you talk to him and see if I could do that?
We're not going to release that property. Once we pick it up, we're not going to release it to her. She can come get it. She knows the rules.
She doesn't have a car or nothing though, so.
But how do we know Patsy doesn't have the property?
Oh, I'm sure she'd be happy with that. Then you guys know I know her and everything.
We can't confirm that, so I just can't give you somebody's stuff. That would be like if I took your guitar and gave it to some other homeless guy because he said Mr. Collins would let me have it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Not much I can do here. Say what I could. Please pray for these homeless people. Get the help they need, man. They're bringing the whole crew out today. We got Hampton, and Piscopo, and Officer Beck, Lozo.
Did these guys tell you we're going to be out here every Monday and Wednesday morning?
Good. I'll have my camera ready. Thanks for letting me know. What
We'll be out
time?
here every Monday and Wednesday morning.
Okay.
9:30, 11:30. We got the orders, marching orders to clean up the parks.
Okay.
Okay.
So cleanup means what?
You know what it means. I'm not going to get into semantics here, but you know what that means, okay? All right. Have a good day.
Sergeant Lozo, the homeless liaison. He said they'll be here every certain days to pick people, basically harass the homeless and take their stuff and everything. So he said Monday, and I don't know, I'll have to look at the video of it. Yeah, they're just out here. They're going to be out here more often to, yeah, be doing this stuff. So, well, I'm just going to have to put this together on YouTube and share this video and let people know what's going on. This is good though, because we're going to have a talk with the police chief on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, hopefully we can get him to get us some help. Oh yeah, it's still recording. So if you like my friends, please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, once again, and pray we can bring much help and defense to those in need. Thanks so much for your prayers and support. May God bless. Bye-bye. More harassment of the homeless, looks like here. Yeah, they're all over the park today. Shopping carts tossed in the truck there. Is this helping the homeless, really? I don't know. He's telling the homeless man that the people with houses don't like to see homeless people. Well, maybe if they gave more homeless people options with the size of the streets, they wouldn't have to look at homeless people. They give pedophiles housing in jail. Why can't a poor person get housing? Throwing away food. Shame on Anaheim PD. Please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and pray the homeless get the legal protection they need soon. And pray we can be good advocates for those in need, like the Bible tells us to be in Proverbs 31:8 and 9. Definitely an uphill battle. Thanks so much for your prayers and support. May God bless. Bye-bye. Please briefly tell me what the cops just told you, real quick, so I don't forget. Say again what happened.
The prostitution is a guy stopped right here.
They gave you a ticket for having property in public. And what else did they tell you?
I can have one blanket, one backpack, and my what's it called, bike.
And you can't have a cart
Nope,
or.
no cart.
And what else? No, what else?
No bike.
No. Well, she said she could have her bike,
You
right?
can have a bike, but I think they want it locked up over here and stuff. They said you can't have multiple blankets, you can't have your stuff everywhere, so I can't bring a change of clothes if I want to bring a change of clothes. I guess I can't bring any shower stuff if I want to clean up because I don't got a place to go live and clean up there.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. Like, where am
Awful.
I supposed to be? On the streets again?
Yeah. And
I'm gonna stay on the streets,
You're
okay.
allowed to be on the streets.
It's awful.
I'm not allowed to be in a park, not allowed
Yeah.
to be in the streets, not allowed to
Yep. Can I see the
nowhere.
officer that gave you that ticket number? Let me see the name here. Name is
Pew
Conklin. Surprise, surprise. Bob Conklin.
Conklin's the guy that beat that one.
Here you go. Thanks. I just wanted to see the name. I know Conklin.
Yeah, and then he was asking me all about my family business. Oh, why don't you just move back home? Oh, well, maybe if I could, maybe I would have already moved back there.
Yeah. Right.
So if he's good, tell him that I got his card.
All right.
He can be at Schweitzer.
Okay.
Or on Lincoln by the car wash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schweitzer Car Wash. I'll try to remember that. Well, there you have it, folks. Please join Homeless Advocates for Christ and pray for the homeless to get the help and housing they need and less harassment by police. Thanks so much. May God bless. Hi.
Yeah.
They just said they can't have.
Hang on just a second.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. What's
Hi.
up?
Yeah, a homeless woman just said that the police said that they can't have certain belongings in the park. What is the rule that they're saying now?
The rule is you can't store an excess amount of property.
So what's
in a
defined
park.
as excess?
It's in the Anaheim Municipal Code. I don't have the verbiage directly in front of me, and I don't want to be misquoted.
Oh.
So you'd have to research that. It's available online.
Okay.
I'm sure you're aware because I know what your relationship is to the city and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you have access to all that stuff. But you can look it up, and it basically says that you can't store an excess amount of property inside a city or park. The park is for recreation. It's not for storage or property. That's
yeah.
where people, they can get a storage locker or a lot of different options. And what happens is that they're usually warned and they're given outreach and the opportunity. And then at some point, we can't. There's still the Anaheim Municipal Code, and different people say, well, wait a minute, how come this person's allowed to do it and this person's not? So we just need to maintain consistency. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the people with houses bring stuff like even generators. I see them on the weekends partying, and they don't ever get tickets for having excessive property.
I don't know. I haven't seen that, so
Okay.
I can't comment on that. You
Okay.
just asked me what happened today, so I'm commenting on that. That's what I was here for.
Yeah, because the carts. She said that she can't have a cart or like the extra clothes she wanted to bring. They said she can't have one blanket.
Right. You can't have excess storage. It has
No
to
extra
be for like
clothes.
a recreational. It has to be like anyone who normally would come for recreational purposes. in
Basically,
the
that has a
park,
house,
like
right?
that.
Someone that has a house. So it's almost like they're privatizing the park to make it only house owner friendly.
I don't know what you mean by that, but basically, you can have what you want to use the park for recreational purposes. Does that make
Thanks for your
sense?
time.
All right. Thank you.
Sergeant Boyer, house owner friendly parks. Homeless under attack out here. I tell you what. I mean, if you were homeless and didn't have a house, you'd probably have more than maybe one blanket walking around out here. You probably want to have, maybe extra change of clothes and things like that. It's getting pretty tough for the homeless. Please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ. I hope to see you there. May God bless. Bye. Oh yeah, please pray for the homeless. Thank you. God bless. He had a backpack on his back. Just got up from the railroad track. It's been a hard life on the road. Just laid off, nowhere to go. He said, I don't have the American dream. No fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. can't be sleeping here. No trespassing. She shed a tear. She said, I don't have the American dream. No fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. And I know what lies ahead of me. 'Cause heaven knows I love the Abraham's side. So glad to be free from the greedy of earth who love their money, they said. I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. And I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Hello, this is R.Joshua Collins with Homeless Advocates for Christ, and looks like when we were gone at La Palma Park filming down there with the harassment, someone got harassed here at Maxwell Park again and got their stuff taken. But go ahead and state what happened if you'd like, and state your name if you'd like to.
Yes, my name is David Gerke.
Speak loud though so they can
Yes,
hear
my
you.
name is David Gerke. 2 days ago, my stuff was here at Maxwell Park. I had a blanket with all my stuff on, including stuff that cannot be replaced, pictures, my jewelry, all my clothing, my blankets, everything. They didn't even put a tag or nothing on it. They just came over to the people here at the park and said, whose stuff is that? Mm-hmm. And they said, oh, it's one of our friends. He's gone. He'll be back soon, though. Where I was in the restroom. They didn't give me no time at all. And by the time I got out from the restroom, got back to my stuff, it was all gone. They've taken everything I have. Last night I froze in the cold. I had no blankets, no nothing. I'm wearing my same dirty clothes again. And this is wrong. My rights are being violated big time, and mm-hmm. This needs to be, that needs to end.
Absolutely.
And nobody should have to go through this. Yeah. I mean, we don't have nothing to begin with being homeless the way we're, and I don't like the position I'm in. It's not going to be like this forever, I hope, but, I do plan on getting out of the situation, but mm-hmm. I will never, ever be able to do that as long as this keeps happening like this. There's no starting point for me now. Now mm-hmm. It's starting over and over and over again. I can't do it no more. Mm-hmm. And Anaheim police are to blame. They have no right to do this.
That's right. Hello?
Hi, this is Josh.
Yes.
Hi, this is Eve, returning.
Oh, thanks, Eve. Yeah, here's Dave. He'd like to talk to you. Here you go. Well, there's Eve Garrow from ACLU. She called right on time, right when I'm filming. What is the chance of that happening? Maybe God's in the works here, huh? Anyways, please pray for the homeless, that God could help us get the protection that they need. Out here it's ridiculous with these cops. When the cat's away, the mice will play. The Mickey Mouse mice. The Anaheim PD Mickey Mouse mice. Right? Playing with the homeless, attacking them. That's what's happening out here. We got to boycott Disney and don't give that mouse any cheese. Anyways, please pray for this situation. We're going to keep trying to film and pray that I can get to where I need to get to film these cops and bring an end to this stuff. Expose them for what they really are. Officer Piscopo and Hampton were at this last attack on this gentleman here. So thanks so much for your prayers and support, guys. Please share this video to help expose what's going on. And we're going to keep on this. That's my plan. And I thank you all for your support and prayers. You guys are awesome for all that. I'm so thankful for that. So thanks so much. And I do hope to hear from you soon. Again, please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, if you haven't already. And I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless. Bye.
The rainbow flag was created to remember 12,000 American soldiers from the 42nd Infantry Rainbow Division who were killed or wounded during World War I. Unfortunately, 4 shameful and anti-American members of the Anaheim City Council, led by Jordan Brandman, an open homosexual, and Lucille Crane, Disney supporter, has dishonored American soldiers by having a fake rainbow flag that represents sodomy fly over Anaheim City Hall. Some may believe that Brandman and Crane could not do anything worse than by flying a fake rainbow flag to promote perverted sex to Anaheim children. However, in the September 18th OC Register, there was a news article, page 7 of the local section, about Lucille Crane suing a Catholic priest in the Orange County Superior Court for running against her in the November City Council election. Fortunately, the judge immediately dismissed Crane's lawsuit, stating that it was without merit. And lying Lucille was claiming that she was a Catholic in good standing. Upon checking, Crane is not a registered member of any Catholic church in Anaheim. There is certainly a place in hell waiting for lying Lucille. And open homosexual Jordan Brandman had the co-chairman of Disney SOAR sue one of the council district election opponent he was running against. His opponent happened to be a military veteran and a former Army paratrooper. Now what Brandman and Lucille are doing is they have considerable financial backing from Disneyland for their elections. Their opponents do not. So they have these unneeded, meritless suits in court. They have a very high-priced Disney attorney to help them, and these opponents are having to pay $300 or $400 to defend themselves. And it's just a dirty trick that Disney and these two people are using to try to lower the, or to get advantage of their opponents in office. So anyway, in conclusion, and you'll see lots of flyers coming out paid by Disney for those two people. But in conclusion, please remember that the real rainbow flag belongs only to the heroic United States Army 42nd Infantry Army Division. Thank you for your time.
Mayor Pro Tem, please.
Mr. Fitzgerald, I've known you for 20 years. It used to be, you told me you were Catholic and you were a member of the Knights of Columbus. But you're absolutely right. I do not belong to any Catholic church in Anaheim. My husband and I belong to St. Columban in Garden Grove, where we were married for 28 years ago, and we chose to continue to go to that church. And you're also wrong. That vote for the rainbow flag was a 5-0, not 4.
Wicked, wicked.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor.
It will not be answered. Proverbs 22:16 says, "The one who oppresses the poor to increase his own gain, and the one who gives to the rich, both will end up in poverty." State of emergency today at the Board of Supervisors, which was to postpone state of emergency solution grant for emergency shelters. Was postponed until then. We have had a state of emergency for the past year or so regarding the homeless situation out there. People have died during this time. We that have homes don't realize that people go through day by day suffering out there.
I wonder if Chris or Lucille, if either of you ever take the time to watch the videos of the city council meetings. But then I guess you would lose some of the impact since you are not being taped during public comments. Let me tell you how many times it is excruciating to watch and listen to you both for the people sitting in the audience. Chris, you look extremely bored most of the time when you happen to be looking up. You whispered to Jordan repeatedly, both during public comment as well as during the mayor's comments, and you were when they were just talking about the teacher presentation. I had never noticed the frequency, but since someone brought it up a couple meetings ago, let me tell you that it's very excessive. Chris, you are continually rude and demeaning in your actions and your speech to Mayor Tom Tate, and it makes us, the audience, very uncomfortable and very angry. For this alone, many people despise you. You attempt to confuse everyone with your ridiculous charts and your fast speech. You underestimate our intelligence and our ability to see through your antics. In fact, my 21 and 22-year-old laughed for days about the PowerPoint presentations and said they would have gotten Fs in 9th grade if they had presented something like that in their class. So let me say, when I get up here to talk to you, it is not a waste of my 3 minutes. I'm hoping that maybe in the future you might conduct yourself with some decency and integrity during these meetings. I'm hoping for this, however, I'm not too hopeful. Now on to Lucille. Tonight you will once again attempt to convince everyone that you did indeed vote for a ban on short-term rentals. Yes, you did vote for the stricter rules for the short-term rentals as well as a ban on future ones. However, regardless of what you say, we, the residents of Anaheim, and especially of District 4, know that you did not vote for a ban of the existing short-term rentals. These are the properties and the owners that created the very problems that got us to the new ordinances to begin with. These are the properties that make our everyday life a living hell. You voted to let these business owners continue operating their hotels next to our homes instead of standing up for the residents of your district. You chose to align yourself with the STR owners, and that will be your legacy. So if indeed you did any good in all these years while sitting on the city council, just know that you will now be remembered for the nights that you chose money over your constituents and the quality of life that we deserve. And we will remember on November 8th when we vote for Arturo Ferreras, who is a true representative of the people and not a representative of corporate interests. And one last thing, you really should watch the videos. Your facial expression and body language speaks volumes to everybody who watches them at home on the TV or on the computer. You could probably learn a lot from watching them. Thank you so much.
Good. They were accurate, and everybody that was at the meeting knows that you voted to support STR. And try to say that you aren't. I've been at half a dozen meetings that you keep saying you voted to ban STRs, and we all know that is a false statement, and you should admit it. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Donaldson, I will call you by Mr. Donaldson, even though you call me Lucille. Actually, you call me Mary.
You can call me Bobby.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Bobby. You asked for a meeting with me at City Hall, and I granted you that meeting, and I believe you will say that that is accurate. I thought you and I were meeting by ourselves, and when I walked in, there were at least 10 people in the meeting. Most of them were from Sherwood Village. I met with people on Ord and Della, I think it was right around Christmas time. I did go on a tour of the SDRs at the request of Miss Jeanine Roberts and her husband. We spent, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes walking the neighborhood. I was listening to all your concerns. And when I was invited to Sherwood Village once by Mr. Martin Lopez, I said I couldn't be there. I was only asked once. I heard what you said, and I did go on the tour. So I think I spent a lot of time with you. And let's remember the Sherwood Village. It was your HOA board.
Lucille has turned her back into her constituents. She lies, manipulates, misinforms, and wants people to believe that she voted for a ban on SDRs. What Lucille voted was for a cap on existing SDRs and has been ferociously fighting for them since. She has even taken contributions for her campaign from the Anaheim Rental Alliance that is currently suing the city of Anaheim for $520 million. Lucille, what you do not realize is that this lawsuit not only affects the resident of District 4 that you seem to dislike so much, but it affects all of the residents of Anaheim for generations to come. I ask people to cast their disapproval of this lying corrupt politician and vote for Arturo Ferreras for District 4, Dr. Jose Moreno for District 3, and Mark Daniels for District 1, and I just heard Donna from District 5. Lucille has a history of lies, manipulation, corruption, unethical decisions, and flip-flopping on her opinions and what she stands for most of the time. She's not to be trusted. The residents of Anaheim deserve council that seeks the benefits of all residents, not as the council majority currently only taking care of their friends and their private agenda and their pockets. The residents are tired of submerged corruption, misinformation, and deceit from you three. It is time for a real, meaningful change and to have people with integrity working along with Mayor Tate and Councilman Vanderbilt that want the benefit for all residents of Anaheim and not just a selected few. Now that I have a little bit of time left, I want to rebuttal Lucille, and she and her husband keep saying about Sherwood Village and how we allow short-term rentals in our community and how our CCNRs allow them. That is absolutely correct. Our CCNRs do not allow businesses. STRs, as you know, are businesses. They're lodging businesses. And our CCNR clearly states that there are no businesses allowed in our community. Unfortunately, it doesn't state that there are no short-term rentals allowed in our community, and that's what we are in court. And our case is going to be hopefully heard in January. But unfortunately, like you say, yeah, we had corrupted board members like yourself, Lucille, that covertly sold, without saying anything, sold their units to short-term rental owners. And that's how all of the short-term rental situations started in Sherwood Village. So just to clarify. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Good evening, Mike Robbins. I'm going to read you the verse to match the mess. With graphs, charts, and numbers flurry, Chris Murray proved that we have no worry. Our parks are better than Santa Ana, she waxed poetic. I think her figures are a bit diuretic. Santa Ana has an award-winning museum, Discovery Science Center, and zoo. I'm not sure how you compare the two. A multi-billion-dollar resort industry should leave our budget stuffed with cash, and it's not. So Chris Murray's charts should be tossed in the trash. At parkscore.com, we're 65th in the USA, just above Toledo, Ohio, I hate to say. The top things to do in Toledo, Ohio are the Toledo Lucas County Public Library, that's number one, the Maui Bay Brew Pub, and the Toledo Mun Hens Baseball. The people of Anaheim deserve more. The system here is decayed to the core. They call Anaheim now a company town, and that should make everyone in Anaheim frown. All in the room should take responsibility for this reality, and there is no rhyme for this misfortune. Thank you.
I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or land. Yes, I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hand than to be the king of a vast domain and be held by sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. I'd rather have Jesus than men's applause. I'd rather be faithful to his dear cause. I'd rather have Jesus than worldwide fame. I'd rather be true to his holy name than to be the king of a vast domain and be held in sin's
rather have Jesus than